Damn, that's the wrong one. I'm gonna put it on anyway. I need some. Hey, motherfuckers. Hey, motherfuckers. Hey, motherfuckers. Hey, motherfuckers. Hey, motherfuckers. Ooh, motherfuckers. It's been a day of conversations today. Woo. Child. What is y'all doing on this Saturday? This Saturday. Saturday. What y'all doing? I had a good dinner. Went out to dinner with Malika. We saw Michael Jackson perform. He didn't know his own words, but it was a good performance nonetheless. And he almost slapped Malika in the face with his head. He took it off and he threw it. And the lady just caught it before it hit Malika in her face. When he was done, I was like, he probably gonna wait tables after that. He probably was a little musty. But he worked the room. He worked the fucking room. He did. He had a mic. He didn't know his own words. But the movements had him down. I'm going to edit it together and put it up so y'all can see it. It was a hellified performance. Anyways, listen. He was this big. He was working. Sorry to Malika. That lady caught that hat in mid-throw. She was like, Malika said, did you see the lady save my life from the hat? And then here come our server. I saw the hat almost hit you. It did. Almost knocked her kufi off. What is y'all doing? Listen. Oh, I had to pee-boo-boo so bad just a minute ago. It was one of those that you be glad don't nobody else be in the house with you, because it's like, I'm just never going to get married if I keep shitting like this. Anyway, so when I was in the shower, hey, Marshall, can't wait to see you. When I was in the shower, you were smoking. Okay, Cuthbert. See, let's get that together. So when I was in the shower, Spirit came to me, and he was talking to me, Yehuda was talking to me about these specific topics, and we're going to get into it. And I watched how Spirit showed up twice tonight with these very topics. Hi, Malik. I was just telling him how you almost got killed to death with Michael Jackson's hat. But these very topics that we're going to talk about really quickly. And so, why would my spirit go up that high like that quick? Oh, my word. Excuse me. You say, sure did. So, when I was in the shower, Yehuda was telling me, first he showed me Black China, then he showed me Megan Thee Stallion, just to let me know that we were getting ready to talk about celebrity women. He showed me Soulja Boy and a couple other rappers. And this is the thing. When he showed me the females, he was telling me that we just assume that how we were having the conversation earlier, and that we just believe that it is just the women from the ghettos or projects or low income that are dealing with these type things, and it is not. Because as far as the conversations go, like he showed me like a big house with just a bed in it, and it was kind of unkept. And like, we have to realize even celebrities are just people with mental instabilities or fragments or problems that don't keep their house clean, don't keep their rooms clean, then keeping their pussies clean. You just cannot think just because that bitch is making six figures, her pussy is clean. And I know that somebody was watching this earlier and was like, oh my God, I cannot believe how many times she say pussy, 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 pussy. Okay? Knock it off. Because some of them ain't throwing their pads away. Some of them got blood on the toilet. Like, this is real shit. So while I was out to dinner, Malika's husband, he do a specific kind of work. And he go into people's houses in his job. And he was talking about just out the blue. We just started talking about this. And it was validation to what the fuck Spirit had said. And he was saying like how he had to replace a washer machine and the lady had left her underwear in there and she had green shit in her panties. From where is what I wanted to know. Green stuff. And where did it come from? Okay. So it's like, oh, I got somebody else on my damn face again. That's why one eye is big and one ain't. Child, I wish they let me have my own face to myself sometimes, but it's all right. I don't know who it is, but I see it. And so he was like, you would think, he says 80%, I believe it was the number 80% of the women whose houses he have to go in to do these works are nasty. Are nasty women. He said, and some of them are beautiful. And you would not think that they carry themselves or they live the way that they live. And I said, damn, that is crazy. That is crazy. Why? Because Spirit had just said that shit to me in the shower about how these celebrity women are just as fragmented mentally and broken to where they are doing fucked up shit, still living the same way. They only got money now. They were never fixed mentally. They're still hellified broken. Still calling niggas' phone 17 times back to back in the last 2 minutes. She didn't call him 17 times. You just assume because the bitch name is Doja Cat that she got she's great. No. She's broken mentally and she's not caring for her vagina the way she should. Like, you have to think again. We are not the only ones. And so inside of having this conversation, I'm just saying allegedly, I don't know the bitch pussy, but I'm just saying allegedly. They're not taking care of themselves. Like, you go in this bitch house and you like, oh, from the outside, oh, your house is so pretty, funky, musty, you know? Like, your house is so pretty. On the outside, you go in and it's like, oh, I ain't got my furniture yet. Oh, okay. And you go up to a room and it's a bed. And that's what's in there, a bed, and it's clothes on the floor. There's clothes in the closet. Like, she got trash piled up in the bathroom, trash can pads and panty liners and shit. And it's like, wait a minute. Oh, you still activated in that because you was never fixed. And you assume like, okay, well, bitch, what? You assume that she knows how to decorate a house. You assume that bed on the floor. You assume that she knows how to decorate her room. You assume that she is out of whatever mentality she was in, and she's not, or he is not. Which leads us into some other shit. Because if they don't have a housekeeper or a bitch that's helping them, you know what I'm saying? Like, they have no clue. They are still activated in that fuck shit in which they came from. She's still disheveled about her mom. She's still dealing with self-esteem issues. She is just getting a nice paycheck. And she's now still not feeling good about herself. So she's going out, getting all kind of collagen and injections and butt lifts and implants that's making her look like Madam from Solid Gold. And I know I'm 43, so some of y'all don't know what the fuck that is. But I'm just saying. It still ain't right. Then you have niggas like Soulja Boy. Listen, let me give you the scenario that you Huda gave to me in the shower so you will understand. I want you to think back, okay? let's say you got two cousins. You got Julian and Marco. Marco ain't used to having shit. His mama been on crack and kind of just low class type shit, or just in the fucked up, like seriously for real. Like he's used to staying with grandma, and grandma really ain't have much, just giving him what he can get. You understand what I'm saying? But you got Julian. Julian, both of his parents, he's in a two-parent home, and they both make pretty good money. So Julian has the newest Jordans. He stay with a fresh haircut. But they cousins, and they both go to grandma's house. But Marco seemed to always be fucking with Julian. Like, nigga, you ain't shit. You think you something because of XYZ? Why is that not my face? That's Papa. This is Papa. Wowzers. Anyways. Like, it is disturbing me that my face is two different faces. Because I can see that as Papa. Okay. So you looking, and Julian, you know what I'm saying? He just do his own thing. But Marco is real, like, fucking with Julian all the time. Like, nigga, you ain't shit. You ain't shit. But really, Marco is super jealous. Because Julian has what Marco wants. You understand what I'm saying? And that's also how it happens where Shoshone says greetings as well, okay? That's how it happens where you have cousins that kill each other. Like, he has set this guy up and unalive his own fucking cousin because it's always been jealousy. You understand what I'm saying? So now, when you get a person like Marco, who ain't really just had nothing, you know what I'm saying? And he now has something. He's a good rapper, and he's now rapping. And now you see him with 17 chains around his neck, gold in his mouth. This type shit. Because he needs to be seen. Because in his mind, he thinks that everybody knows him as broke Marco, who mama was on crack. Don't nobody know that person? That's where his mind is at. So the very thought of even going back into the projects or going back to poverty is something that he can't even like register in his mind. So then the elite knows that. So then they will bring him the one contract. See, opportunists, there are two types of opportunists. Not all opportunists are bad. Because, see, an opportunist is someone who sees an opportunity and seizes it. If somebody gives Quatita an opportunity, Quatita's probably going to seize that opportunity. But it depends on what kind of opportunist you are. How are you going to show up to that opportunity? What is the measure that you're going to use to get it? So then when the elite presents you with the one contract, or the elite presents you with doing this or that, killing a motherfucker, unaliving a motherfucker, like doing something to children, or like set you up in some kind of capacity, so it's either this or you going back to the projects. You can't even register in your mind. You have to understand where they be at. And it is no excuse. I just want you to understand how the shit happens. So then they're registering like, oh shit. So now Big Mama then passed away. You mean I gotta go and live with Aunt Coco? And her 7 kids? 5 still in the house? I don't even like her nigga. Sleep on a couch. People gonna be laughing at me. Say I'm a has-been. I done fell off. I had one hit album. So now you're watching them do other shit. And now you see them, the Soulja Boys, that's all on threatening niggas. You niggas ain't got no money. You niggas ain't got, I got money. Like, nigga, so what? And you can't take it with you. And you're behaving this way towards your own people because you're still Marco in the projects. You have not fixed this. You haven't fixed this yet. So how, never having anything behavior? Absolutely. So because they ain't fixed that, they're showing up in this capacity. Now you have certain ones like your Mo3. Where was he fucked up at? Because he still was in the street mentality. But he was in the street mentality because he's dealing with Marcos. He's dealing with the Marcos who still think that they gotta prove something to somebody else. That's now fucking with him like, nigga, you ain't got. Nigga, this is what I do to you. He like, well, let's get it. Because this is where I came from. And because I came from here, nigga, I'm still stepping like that. Then you have Moneybag. Then you have people like ESTG. See, some of us didn't know some of these rappers when they first came out. And when they came out differently to where you hear their first album or their mixtape is completely different from who they is now. Like, nigga, I'm in the street, I kill nigga. When they first came out, they was talking about like fucking bitches and I just want to be successful. How you come from that to nigga, like what? They got their mama scratching their head. Cause some of these niggas come from good homes. But still they were the Julians. Cause I never said Julian had everything, but Julian wasn't a street nigga. See, the Julians turn out to be rainwaters. Cause they weren't like that. So now they feel like they have to come into and try to be this. Because they weren't that at first. Do you understand what I'm saying? So this is the way that the world has set up the play. So now you looking at these niggas like, nigga, you corny as fuck. But they already know that because they came up and niggas was telling them they was corny. Because they were Julians. You got some women that are Julians as well. Where they come out and they just talking about getting money, wanting to live a good life, being the best them, and that gets them absolutely nowhere. So after they first mixtape, they get seen. Now they sign. They first album, they got on leotards, popping like, you don't even know this bitch was a whole hardcore lesbian three mixtapes ago. Yeah, you got to change your whole persona because this stud shit ain't going to fly. Now she got on lashes and popping her ass and she don't even like it. It's who they make you to be. And because people are just people and don't want to go back to the projects, they don't want to go back to that life. It is a trap. It is the rat race. It is the maze. They can't even tell nobody. Because now they're going to look like a whole phony and fraud. Do you know how surprised I was when I seen T-Pain the other day singing, I was born by the river? Like, what? Is that it, Tati? Is that T-Pain singing? She said, yeah. What? Why we wasn't okay with T-Pain singing like that at first? Why? Like, because it's a rat race. It's a trap. We're kind of responsible. We're kind of responsible for letting the world show up to us the way that we've allowed the world to show up to us. Let's get into it. As I was getting in the shower, I saw that somebody had sent me a video. It's a TikTok. And the TikTok is several stitches together. The first stitch is of a Melanin girl, and she's like slowly building to a click. She's about to click the fuck out. She's going off. She's crying. Why? Because they are returning back to Jim Crow laws. They're reinstating these things. And she's going off, and she's like, but why? Like, what is wrong with me? Why do you hate me because of my color? Because I'm black? Like, why would you, like, I hate that I'm, like, and she's like clicking the fuck out. So then she cuts, she comes back like, no, I'm not going to do this. We have to stop this. We have to stop this. Now it's other stitched videos of Melanites coming in talking about how they have re-implemented Jim Crow laws. Okay. And so the one lady that was towards the end that I saw, the last one that I saw, she's like, when are we going to stop this? Like, you know, basically the way she was putting it is, I can't even like register to make it make sense the way she was trying to put it. But what my response to the way that they were putting it is this. We're allowing it. They are doing what they're doing because we're standing by idly. No matter how many world readings I do and I tell you, this is getting ready to happen, they're doing this, they're doing that, we still are not paying any attention to it. Jim Crow laws, bitch, that shit don't apply to me. Whatever they talking about don't apply to me. That's not in my reality. See, we have to figure out when enough is enough to where we gonna stand up, because we talk about it all the time to where when are we gonna be treated fairly? Treated fairly? Girl, fuck them. I don't have like I have to watch the Melanites that I have come around me. So I know the fuck I have to watch genomes that come around me too. The shit they talking about, who's that applying to? That's not applying to me. That shit is not applying to me. You can come to me with that bullshit if you want to. We have to register when enough is a fuck enough. It was a year ago when the girl was talking about how they changed the law and Roe versus Wade. They did away with that, the abortion laws. And that's when we found out that was letting free the one law, because that law also goes into pedophilia. Why would both of those be attached together? Why would the laws on pedophilia and abortion be attached together? That means if they are like recycling, doing something different with the Jim Crow laws, that means there is something else attached to that shit. Now, she was crying like, why? Because I'm black, because of my skin color. Do we still believe that it is because you're black? It's because of your skin color? They were like, well, the lower class genomes, white people, that they used and made them as indentured slaves as well, because they didn't want to do certain work, so they didn't have enough white people to do this work, so they had black people doing the work. See, this is where it comes in what Kanye said slavery was a choice. Let me explain. They were saying, the girl even said in the TikTok, she said, there are still so many states where slavery is legal. Look, see, this is where you're fragmented. Everybody is still enacting inside of what they trying to make look as slavery. The other video, she says, these are these same people. I was so excited she said that. She said their ancestors are them. They're just recycled. They're recycled people. And now they're trying to sell the skulls of Melanites that they killed a long time ago. They're trying to sell these. And so the large population had a problem with it. So now they're not going to do it. But I know they're secretly still going to do it. Listen. They do what they do because we have not put a stop to it. Do you think you need a law? You need to pass a law for them to stop killing somebody? The law already states that murder is against the land law. You still think you needed the law to be passed for you to be able to go and wear your hair whatever color you want to work at a job. When the genome came in with turquoise hair 2 weeks ago. But we needed a law to be passed to say, no, well, you can wear your hair like that too. We don't need their laws. We don't need their money. We don't need their approval. We don't need their fucking okay. We don't need any of it. They need ours. They need ours. If these elites understood that they don't have to sign these contracts, they don't have to do this shit. See, they learn you some of the magic, but they're not going to learn you all of it. Why are they not going to learn you all of it? Because they must keep some for themselves, because then you would really know what to do and how to use it. So they keep you puppeteering and turned against each other and killing each other for some of the magic, for some of money. See, a lot of these motherfuckers come from old money. And you come from advances that you never see fully. Because inside of those advances, you got to pay for music videos, props, dancers, flights, riders. Now, what's left over is like $2,000. But you look good. And people think you have something. You have now paid all of the old money. Girl, ain't that it, Yehuda? They're pimps. That's the best way I can say that shit. They are pimps. Bitch, we is the hoes. Genomes keep coming to Melanites like this. Genomes is coming to Melanites like this. Hold on, let me get my acting on. Look here, baby. It's money out here to be made. And with my brains and your action, we can take over this motherfucking world. You gonna go and collect the money. You give the money to me. And I'm gonna take care of everything. I'm gonna make sure you eat. I'm gonna make sure you got somewhere to stay. You, Keisha, and Donna, y'all gonna get a place over there together in the projects where I'm gonna be at. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna be over here. Don't worry about it, bitch. What I said. The fuck is wrong with you? What is you talking about? Now, shit. Fucking hard to fucking control, like you, cause you dumb. You don't even know. That's why the fuck you need me. Cause you out here, you don't even fucking know. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers would take advantage of you if I wasn't out here fucking with you, helping you. You only making this kind of money cause I'm out here with you, protecting you. Fuck is you talking about? Yeah, my house big, bitch. Yeah, I got good cars, bitch. Because I'm the muscle in this motherfucker. I'm the one, I'm making sure you good. Well, you know, Teddy Bear, you know, I'm out really putting in all the work. Bitch, who the fuck you talking to? Bow! Yeah, bitch, you putting in the motherfucking work because I said so, bitch. Like they talking to us like they pimps. You understand what I'm saying? You putting in all the fucking work, bitch. Like they didn't talk your motherfucking head off. Like they have done something. But here we come with our good talking ass like, America was built on our backs. Yes, bitch. Yes. All of it. Yes, it is. Genomes ain't did shit. Nope. They stole everything. Yep. And you know that. Child. I ain't gonna keep fucking with Keisha. Oh shit, bitch, what she did. No, because I just keep feeling like my money keep coming up missing. I feel like her and Tyrone fucking, and I feel like the bitch be being shady behind my back. Bitch, you know they fucking. They been fucking, bitch. You introduced them to the shit. You showed them everything. You know the bitch took your money. You left your purse open. You told her where the money was at. You showed her how to get your money. She ain't acting funny behind your back, bitch. She doing it in front of your face. We all see it. Well, so what you gonna do about it? I mean, if she keep it up, I'm gonna tell her she gotta move out. I'm gonna have to write a letter and protest in the street because I need for her to hear me. I just want her to accept what I'm saying to her. That bitch ain't about to accept shit because she gonna keep taking your money and fucking your nigga. Huh? And tell you to shut the fuck up. She gonna start talking to you like she your pimp. This is what's happening right now. Let me ask you a question. Why my face look like a cat face on the side now? Why does it look like a whole cat's face? I don't know. I don't know why my face look like a cat face on that side. Is that Yehuda? Who is that? I don't know. Anyway. It do, don't it? Look like a whole fucking cat face. Who face is that? My eye, right? I'm morphing in real fucking time. Whose fucking eye is this? No. My face keep changing. I'm talking to you. I keep watching this shit change. Like my eye. Look at this. That is two different faces, bitch. Whose face is that? Why? Whose eye is that? I do not know. I can't never have my face to myself. I don't know. Anyways, I forgot where I was at. I don't know. Anyways. It is, ain't it? Because it ain't my eye. Or my side of my face. I don't know. I don't know whose face that is. It almost making my nose look crooked. I can remember what I was saying now. Because I was so disturbed by that. I saw it change. It's probably a hood. I don't know. It looked like a whole fucking cat at first. What was I saying? God, I had a great point to this. Pimps up, hoes down. The fuck? You see it? My nose is curved and everything. Like, that is crazy. I just shift in the middle of talking. My gosh. Okay. The vein is popping. I just be wanting my face sometimes to myself. And it just doesn't happen a lot. But okay. That has disturbed me. A pimp should only be for production and you can only get percentage now. Listen, we, can't nobody tell you how to sell no pussy. You understand what I'm saying? Toddy's at home. Nobody can tell you how to sell pussy. Because I already have it. I've been fucking for a long time. You can't tell me how to collect money. Now, if you want to be my muscle and keep me safe, that's one thing. That means you work for me. I don't work for you. That's an intimidation tactic. So the fact that we are allowing these people to show up like this to us, it's us saying we don't know that the work we put in built this motherfucker. The hoes build the stable. Because without the hoes, that nigga is just a nigga. He can't even call himself a pimp. You understand what I'm saying? He can't even call himself that without the hoes. So if the world don't have the melanites, I'm not talking about G-nites. I'm talking about melanites. True, genuine melanites. Sleeping deities. If they don't have that, what do they have? You have to ask yourself. I say it all the time. We are the ones that are oppressed. It ain't the Asians. It ain't the Samoans. It ain't the Latinos. I mean, sometimes it's some of the Latinos, but not really. It is a specific brand of melanite that are being oppressed constantly. And reason why I said it's not the Latinos, because the Latino, they often can come over and live tax-free and they can get a leg up. Now, even if you have, say you have some Africans that come over, you know what I'm saying? Some of these people, some of the Jamaicans, the Haitians, you know what I'm saying? They can come over here as well. But see, we're talking about a specific thing. Dick Gregory was talking about the tribe that's over in Africa. Hold on, let me grab my water. This over in Africa. Hold on. Of shapeshifters. So when the girl is on the video going off like, because I'm black? Because of my skin? You got to make that make sense. You really think that you have dark complected Asians, Arabics, that are sometimes darker than myself. And they'll treat you like you are a nigger, a nigger, a nigger. Because that is what the training has always been. So it is nothing to do with your skin tone. That's why all skin folk ain't kin folk. Because they're not. It is not the outside of the flesh. It is what's on the inside in the DNA. The Eve gene, the Adena. If they can find and turn deities, and they can use that power of that DNA in the deities. You ever thought why they kill some and some they use? It depends. I know people that they know they can't get to. Highly protected deities. So if they know they can't get to you and use you or take you out, they're going to stop your career. They are puppeteering. Because they have set the stage. And when they set the stage, they made you broken, you angry, you feel worthless, you're overeaten. So you feel a whole bunch of different shit. You got one of the best voices, but you can't figure out how you can't get on top. And now that you can't get on top, these are your options. Because Rihanna was told what? It's only two ways out of here. You sign the contract and go out the door. You go out the window. Why we thought that was a joke? Where's that funny at? They are using our deities against us in more than one way. Oh, this is Baphomet. They is using, oh girl, that's the devil. So the devil is Lucifer, Satan, Beelzebub, Baal, Baphomet, white men and women. What? Yes, and don't forget any spirit, soul, deity, even though deity means God, but our God is the only God. Don't get sidetracked. Listen, don't question that. Because if you question it, you're going to go to hell. Okay. Adam, you can't say what I say. I wish a nigga would. You can't say what I say. Okay. But, Jesus just don't feel right for me. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. Don't say that shit. You going to hell. Well, you had just beat up Monica the other day, our cousin Monica, and you ain't fed her in 24 hours because you said you didn't like that she had said that Pawpaw had touched her funny. So I'm kind of wondering, is you going to hell? Don't question it. Okay. You getting baptized. You're going to dip your body in the water because water is powerful. It's a life force. It's used in ritual. It's used in spell work. And it brings forth and manifests whatever you tell it to. So when you dip your body into the water, and they tell you, when you go down, you call on Jesus. And when you come out of the water, then that's the soul. The Jesus spirit is going to rest in you like a dove. But I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know if I believe in that. Don't you say that. Well, all I'm saying is, ain't Mary marrying them in the music industry? Because, see, there is not a gospel. Gospel records is not separate from RCA and Arista and Empire. They all under the same conglomerate. So they don't, who's over their record company? Oh, well, who owns that record company? Oh, you mean the same people own that record company that own that record company? Well, Kurt Franklin them, they had a show for who could sing the best gospel song. And Kim was up there giving people the unholy business and making them feel like shit in their whole life. That don't seem a little demonic? Jesus is over that show. And they are singing for the Lord. Don't question it. But it just feel like, to me, Kurt Franklin looked like he like, what? That is a God-fearing man. Well, what God is he fearing? Which God? There's only one God. No, there's a lot of them. It's a lot of them. Your God ain't got to be the same as everybody else's God. Because the word God is the same word as deity. But spirit is something different. Soul is something different. But they've told you that everybody has a soul. But your soul gives you feeling, the soul, but then they tell you this is soul music. So that's spiritual music. Hear me, hear me, hear me, hear me. That's spiritual music. So gospel is spiritual music, and rhythm and blues is soul music. Hmm. 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 Okay. But where does Where does the Baphomet come from then? And then if that's Baphomet, which is supposed to be, I don't know, but if that's, then what's the goat? And the goat, because they was using the goat, and then they kept praying to the rain man at some point too. And young was also a spirit. See, we don't understand that you can create any entity or energy to come and be active and activated, especially if you have more than one person, because they done already told you, wherever one or more person come into agreement, their soul shall that energy lie. So if I keep telling you, you need to pray to Jesus, you need to give that energy, that entity, your energy, you need to confess out of your mouth. Why is that? Why you gotta confess it out of your mouth? One time I got baptized and they kept saying, we want you to say, call on Jesus over and over again. I said, no. No. Okay, well, just say this. Just say what? They gave me something different to say. But why do I have to call on that? Why do I have to confess that out of my mouth? Any Bible scholars in here? Why do you have to confess it out of your mouth? Let me watch the chat. Why you gotta confess it? It's a contract and it's sealed. It's a verbal contract. It's a verbal agreement. Ooh. So he can save you. But didn't he do that when he died on the cross? Hey! Didn't he do that when he died on the cross? I didn't ask him to do that. See, I didn't ask him to go climb his ass up on no cross and down the cross, and now I got to come into agreement to seal the deal, the contract. You mean the ritual? You mean the spell? I don't have to do that for the spirit, because see, the spirit works on my behalf for my greater self. The spirit helps me to understand that I am so powerful that I can use my own alchemy, my own magic, and I can call on my deities that also works on my behalf. See, I don't have to confess, profess, get on my knees because I did that one time. I got on my knees and Dina said, get up. What are you doing? You get up and you raise your frequency. You own your greatness. You're chiming into the energy of the cosmos. You plant your feet to tap into the frequency of the chakras of the ground. Yehuda said, if you just ask me to, I'm going to do it for you. Because I love you. And I'll show you grace. Because you show me grace. If you ask me to, we ain't got to beg for it. He ain't going to be late, but right on time. Gonna show up in real life. I know that's right. Gonna show up in real life. See what I'm saying? But they have these celebrities and these people. See, riches versus money versus poverty and ghetto life. I'm rich and wealthy already. I don't need the money to be that. That will be a currency. That currency will be a current that carries me along the path of this physical matrix. Heard you? But I can also tap into my alchemy and use my alchemy to profess and bring these things. So when spirits say, I'm going to provide it for you, if you ask me to, that don't mean you go and ask somebody for that. Because if you was going to ask somebody for it, Why would Spirit need to tell you I'm going to give it to you? Because, see, I've been in situations where people just bring it to me. It's like, what the fuck? Girl, do you know I just received? Because, see, that's spirit action. That's spirit work. That's the deities moving shit on your behalf. But if you got to go and say, girl, Yehuda told me. Oh, that's what Yehuda said. Well, what else did Yehuda say? No. What else did Yehuda say? So Yehuda ain't gave you the deepest of the deepest information inside of yourself to help you. But, because see, when spirit moves, spirit is going to move. Spirit don't need you to move shit. When the soul registers and you are in alignment, in an agreement with the soul and the spirit, spirit don't need you to make no phone calls. Spirit shows up. Spirit is going to give to you. That's why when I do readings for people and people be like, let me tell you, I say, I don't need you to tell me nothing. Don't tell me anything. Allow Spirit to give it to you. These people, the elite, you got your Beyonces, your Jay-Z's, your motherfucking Lady Gagas, your little Boosies. You got your motherfucking Jay Princes and all these motherfuckers. Somebody said I was researching Jay Prince. He ain't never did nothing for the community. You thought he did? She said, but he got a whole bunch of children doing some fucked up shit for him. You thought he didn't? Go and look at all of it. When you see them doing community work, because when you saw Lil Boosie doing community work, it's because he needed you to take the vaccine, because that was part of his contract, right? Hold on, I'll wait. Because see, I ain't seen him do another charity concert or nothing, because see, that was for you to take the jab. I'll wait. Spirit is going to show up on time. The soul is going to show up on time, because the soul is already going to register. See, the soul is what tells you when you go in the room, there's something in here ain't right. Get up now and leave. But I don't want to get up now and leave. Should I get up? Girl, let me go on and go. Nah, I'm going to go on. Let me run out here to the car real quick. You go out to the car, nigga kick the door in and kill everybody in the room. And now you on the news. Something told me. Something told me. Something. Spirit, soul, Adina don't never get the credit she deserves. Girl, my soul, unless it's... my soul didn't connect with Queen. My soul didn't connect to the governors. My soul didn't connect with Quatita. I mean, she say some things, but my soul didn't connect with that. But I'm going to go over here. Nah, girl, I got Bible study in the morning. I got to go over to the church because, see, Jesus is my husband. So your soul connected with that? Listen, I don't question it, because the Bible says in John 3:15, the Bible said, like, but what your soul said. What your soul said. Your soul didn't connect with Quatita. That's beautiful. But what did your soul say when it connected to the falsified and the placated Jesus? What did it say? Well, my grandma always said, now I didn't ask you what your fucking grandma said. I said, when you sat with yourself and your soul and your spirit, what did it say? Well, I don't really understand the Bible, but why not? It ain't your soul, what your soul say about it. I just ain't never really, like, I ain't never really read it. Like, I read it, but like, I ain't talking about Matthew 3 and all of these, and the ones that's readily that they have told you what to interpret from it. Job in Genesis and 2 and 3 chapters of scriptures out of Exodus, or the Revelation or First John. I'm talking about the Bible. You don't know because the shit don't make sense. Because when you start to really look at it, you have to really look at it and devour it. Questions come. But questions can't come because they didn't told you don't question it. Questioning the Bible is questioning God. No, it ain't. God wrote the Bible. Well, actually, King James wrote the Bible. But who was King James? Let me do some research on it. Honey, did you know that King James was XYZ and XYZ? Well, this is the thing. So, Jesus sometimes said, like, bitch, miss me with this shit. Miss me with that shit. Fuck out of here, bro. First thing you see is a celebrity. Yes, because the Lord, see, Jesus led me right here. I bet the fuck. I bet the fuck. But what have you done for your community? Well, I had donated to Hurricane Katrina. We give books, because you ever seen these motherfuckers? We give school books because see our church, your church. Now, if I dive into your church, everybody in that motherfucker is a heavy sinner. Ain't living according to your own Bible, according to your word and your walk. Ain't did shit they supposed to do. Don't you say shit. Come here, don't make me beat your ass. Huh? No, girl, listen, he got me over here just out of character. Ooh, Jesus, because, ooh, Christ is Lord. Like, ooh. People proclaim all of this shit, but they are not walking in it. You will hear these celebrities say this shit, and they ain't did shit according to the word of who they keep professing they proclaim to. They ain't did shit. They got you running around here chasing your tail. Celebrities are chasing their tails, bro. You think they got something? They have nothing. Why do you think you see them losing their houses, bankrupt? How the fuck Toni Braxton done been bankrupt 3 times? Who's stealing millions like that? She got millions? Or she got advances? What kind of accountants she got? I'm trying to understand. So the millions is from the motherfuckers who own empire. You know, old money. And they don't have money, they have power. All those numbers in the bank, they ain't never seen that shit. They don't even spend that shit. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? Do you know what the words old money mean? They would have to have an accountant that watches that accountant, that watches that accountant, that watches that accountant, that watches that accountant, that's watching that accountant, and I'm watching that accountant, watch that accountant. You think they doing that? If a motherfucker got $1.5 billion, you mean he keeping up with that? That's a falsehood. That person ain't got 1.5 billion. They got power. Their power does not come in because they are a genome. It comes in because of their bloodline. Why do you think the power is ran by the 13 bloodlines? Oh, it's because you think that the Rockefellers got billions. I just fucking found out that who was it? Tom Cruise is a Rockefeller. You think that's what it is? Because, see, if my last name is a Rockefeller, I can just go, what's your name? Quatita Rockefeller. Everything is now free. Everything is now fucking free. I ain't got to pay for nothing. Yeah, I believe that's Tom Cruise. I think it was Tom Cruise I just found out was a Rockefeller. I ain't got to pay for shit. Hilton. You think these bitches is paying for something? They name is the money, is the currency. Their name owns your name. See, that goes all the way back to the first part of this conversation about slavery and Jim Crow. Your family name, your name is owned by a specific entity. And this is why I said we all were not slaves. Slave was a choice. See, we're choosing to be slaves because we're choosing to be here, bitch. We ain't got to be here, but we have chosen this. Why? Out of fear. Your name is owned. Their name rings bells. Bitch, I can't. It's Jaguar, right? Do you think that bitch name rings bells? If she said it's Jaguar Rothschild, it's Quatita Morgan Chase. Let me tell you what stumped me while I was doing a little research on Princess Diana before her session. I'm like, okay, so Prince Charles is, okay, the Prince of Wales. Okay, and so their family name, Prince Harry, Prince William Harry of Wales. What's their last names? Royalty shit is active different than our shit. You understand what I'm saying? There's a whole bunch of shit going on. You're chasing the fucking dollar. They have elites doing whatever the fuck they want them to do for change, for dollars. You looking at the wino on the motherfucking street corner that you throwing a couple 50 cents or $2 to. And you like, that's crazy. He out here acting like that. He out here like, damn, I wish I could help him because he out here and I only got a little $2 to give him. What you have in your bank account is change, is wino shit. See, old money come with lineage and blood. And your blood supersedes old money. Your blood makes their blood chump change. Windsor. So if your blood supersedes their blood and makes their old money, which is their blood, look like chump change, how the fuck are you tap dancing on the corner for $2? How the fuck are you signing agreements? Let's get into it. How the fuck are you signing agreements saying I agreed to give you my soul for chump change? What is your soul really worth? What does that really mean? What does that mean? Why would it be that fucking valuable? That means you have now signed into the covenant or making that your Lord. Make me your God. Spirit and soul ain't never said make me your God. They just said if you ask me to. Because I want to see you be great. Because you don't know who you are. You don't even know where you are, do you? What value is so great that they would fly you across the world and have you say some bullshit, which they're saying bullshit on these records that makes absolutely no fucking sense. Then you just thought that you had a hit record. You got all of this gold plated shit around your neck and you all like this. When that shit, if you take it to the pawn shop, bitch, they gonna give you $500. You talking, yeah, I got half a meal around my neck. Bitch, that's $500. You niggas ain't got money. No, nigga, you ain't got money. When Jay-Z fucking said there's a disconnect, we don't call that money around here, bitch, did you hear what he said? Beyonce said, yeah, it's altercations in the elevator, bitch, when it's $1 billion in the elevator. You think they let a Melanite get $1 billion? You think that? And you think that he is able to go into Rockefeller, Morgan Chase, Rothschild fucking meetings? Obama meetings? Trump meetings? A nigga from the Bronx? From Harlem? From the stoop that was selling dope 10 years ago? You think that? Why? Cause he's a good rapper? Because he was a good rapper. That nigga is in these 44-degree Freemason meetings. When they only gonna let your Melanite ass make it to the 33rd degree? And he's up here in some shit you don't even know is existent in these meetings? Closed meetings? Because he's a good rapper. He's sitting in the place of where David Rockefeller sat. He's rubbing elbows and become best friends with David Rockefeller's best friend. And unfortunately, David Rockefeller died. Or did he? They is out here pimping the fuck out of your bloodline. Why do you think your soul is worth that much fucking money? Because your soul supersedes and trump. Why would they be coming in your vessel? I don't see them becoming Asid and Habib, and their skin is darker than your skin. Why they ain't jumping in their vessel, bitch? Seed Ali Abid Ali Ababa. They don't want their motherfucking vessel, bitch. See, those are what are called demigods, lesser gods. See, they want to be the Trump gods. They want to be a peer with the deities, the high council. Demigod is still put them up under you. Somebody give me the definition of a demigod. Please. Half human, half God. Demigod or demigoddess is a part human, part divine offspring of a deity and a I'm just saying. Why are they not killing Habib and Ming Lee in the fucking street like they did Michael Brown, Sandra Bland, Alton Sterling? I want you to understand. Because demigods, demi-deities, are not on their radar. Their bloodline is not pure. It is still tainted. But our good talking asses are high council. Why would you think that they would want to sell a skull of a Melanite that they killed? They killed a whole bunch of them. Now the question is, who does the skull belong to? What's the message behind it? What's under the Vatican? What don't they want you to know that's under the Vatican? People are doing shit to not go back to poverty. But you ain't never left poverty, Soulja Boy. You're still in poverty, my guy. Somebody give me the definition of poverty, please. Please and thank you, if you would. Gratitude. You say you can do spells with that skull, but you can do spells with any skull. I just want the definition. Poverty is a state or condition in which one lacks the financial resources and essentials for a certain standard of living. Poverty is about not having enough money to meet basic needs, including food, clothing, or shelter. Poverty state of being extremely poor. Thousands of families are... Okay, now can somebody give me the definition of poor? Give me the definition of poor now, please. You said he has all of that stuff? Let me go back up. Let me read this to you again. Poverty is a state or condition in which one lacks, one lacks the financial resources and essential for a certain standard of living. You hear what it said? Okay. Lacking sufficient money to live at a standard considered comfortable. You see what I'm saying? He's still in poverty. That nigga is in $100,000 house, if that. See, old money have castles. Old money on islands. That nigga is poor like you and I. The certain standard. A certain standard. Who sets that standard? We ain't even gotten to the soul and spirit. Who sets that standard? That says financial, in which the certain standards. I wish I had something else, another phone, because I would play Jay-Z's nigga. Rich nigga, poor nigga, still nigga. OJ said, I'm not black. I'm OJ. Okay. Rich nigga, poor nigga, still nigga. You don't come out of poverty. You don't come out of being poor until you understand that your bloodline is where all of the riches, the wealth, and the royalty is. See, Soulja Boy is still a nigga. Po nigga with a Cadillac. What do they say? A Pontiac? A po nigga who thinks it's a Cadillac? That's what Soulja Boy, that's what all these rappers and all of these celebrities are. They're Pontiacs, po old nigga who think it's a Cadillac. Your bloodline has the keys, has the soul, has the crystals. And as long as you think that their Jesus is where it's at, you're never going to register that the real deity, the real God, if you got to use that, is you, because you are where the soul and the spirit resides. You are the throne. You are the heaven. Oh, God. See, when they speak of that shit in the Bible, the heavens, they always use an S, because there's the heavens. Look at who to my walk them down, Katita. I'm just saying, as long as you keep running to that building and you giving that energy all of your energy, you're staying in a state of loss and confusion. I understand that Jesus is where you grew up at. That's a state of dysfunction mentally and oppression. I understand when you don't recognize it because you didn't know it, because that's not what you was taught. But I'm trying to understand you, overstand and understand that life began inside of your physical vessel, because you're the triple darkness. You're the Adina. You're the Eden. You're the garden. You're the heaven. You're the ether. They said in my teachings, hey, and I think it's the Yehuda, the class Yehuda. They said we were in the ethers. We were being hidden in the ethers. We were in the ethers hiding because they were looking for us. So then we were covered because we were being hidden. See, I don't look like this in my soul and my spirit. This is my hiding place. See, the real me is on the inside. So they're looking for you. Because, see, everybody has the vessel. Everybody is in their ships. Who's in that ship? Who's in that ship? Send me your blood. We need your blood. If you could please just send in your blood. We need your blood. Please. This is the only way we can save lives. Theirs, bitch. Because they're looking for your stem cells, bitch. They need to know where the jewels are. They need to know where the crystals are. They need to know where the deities are. They need to know where the royal bloodline is. They need to understand where the keys and where the ether is. They need to understand where the DNA, the alpha mitochondria. See, you have to understand what the fuck the Eve and Adam is, baby. They are looking for Dina. And as long as Yehuda kept her protected, stop. Let me get my good talking ass the fuck off of here. You are the money bank, the blood bank. You are the bank. You are the ether. You are the 9. There's a movie came out called The Eternals where there are 9 beings that have different powers. I'm going to look that up. I don't want to forget that because I heard you. I heard you when you said that. I need to look that up. Don't let me forget it, Yehuda, please. And we'll come back and talk about that at another time after I look that up because I want to understand exactly what you just said. But we are the 9. We are the 9. The 999 or the 666. However you want to put it. We are what they could never, ever fucking be. When they tell you they were looking for Jesus, they weren't looking for Jesus, child. They were looking for Dina, which is why they, again, how I jumped you the other day and I told you, I said you go from Genesis to Revelation. Some of you, that shit went over your head because if you ain't never took my Bible study, then you don't know what I'm talking about. But I tried to explain it to you the best I could in that little bit amount of time. They were looking for the Adina. Why? Because what is the Adina? The Adina is the soul. So they're looking for the soul. Why? Because they don't have it and they understand the power that it carries. So they were killing. Of course they were. They were killing the original people. They were killing deities, trying to get it. So they understood that if they eat you, they consume you, they for a short amount of time can carry that magic. And so that's how they have been surviving, which is why they put the genomes under contract. See, the genomes have to feed them you. Oh. See, when I kept saying the Impossible Burgers, people probably was looking like, well, if she thinks she that, she thinks she this, then why are you Yehuda? Because I'm in the physical vessel. You heard that high note? I was hitting it like, in the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. In the jungle, the mighty jungle, the lion sleeps tonight. We oh Bombaway. We are the ethers. We are the beings that carry everything magic. Well, white people, how they ain't genomes, how they ain't got souls, and they could be psychic too. Yeah, but where they getting the information from? Not all genomes are genomes. Not all melanites are melanites. When they made the movie, the Skeleton Key, that was so key. That's so key. They had to hide. Sometimes they had to hide. We are the power source, y'all. We are the richest. We are the wealth. Why are we allowing them? Because we don't know. You keep trying to buy your freedom. You can't never buy your freedom. You can't never be accepted because it ain't what the fuck you think it is. It has nothing to do with your skin being brown tinted. It is the power of your bloodline. That's all I got to say. I love you to life. I want you to see past the bullshit. I want you to grow. I want you to understand. Stop chasing these niggas with this little bit of chump change. Bitches out here running, having all these babies by Nick Cannon. They think they securing their future. What? No, go on and do it then. I ain't got nothing to say then. Go on and secure it. If that's what you feel like you doing. That nigga is one song from being back in the Soul Train line. I'm just saying. Anyway, I love y'all. I will talk to y'all soon. I just thought I'd come back up here and give the word that Yehuda wanted me to give. Again, there's 2 opportunities. He said I didn't break that down. Okay, real quick. An opportunist is someone, again, that sees an opportunity and goes after it. But it depends on how they show up to that opportunity. Are they lying to you about what the opportunity is, where it comes from? And what do they plan on doing? Will they do anything for the opportunity? An opportunist isn't always a bad thing. It's about how they show up to the opportunity. Some people show up gratefully and understanding this is my opportunity to become something more, or grasp something, realize something, get something from it. Some people is like show up to the opportunity as I'm going to say and do whatever I need to get this opportunity by any means necessary, even if that means lying to you or plagiarizing what the Spirit said, or showing up in such a negative way that I will step over you, your children. I'm going to go ahead and sacrifice you because this opportunity, but the opportunity was already there. I love you to life. I love you to life. Gratitude, y'all. Peace.